Okay, so example 4 says let p of x equal ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, and q of x is quantity x plus 1 times the quantity x minus 3 times the quantity 2x plus 5. So it says that p of x and q of x are equal. So find the value of the constants of a, b, c, and d. So it's saying that if we know that two polynomials are equal, then whatever the coefficients of each particular x with a particular exponent will match each other. So if we have these two right here, I'm sorry, I'll get this blue, then we can match them up. So ax cubed plus bx squared plus c of x, c times x plus d equals x plus 1 times x minus 3 times 2x plus 5. Well, if we look in this term over here, or this side over here, it's not expanded like this one is. So that's a hint that says that we need to go ahead and expand it. And so once we find our x cubed and x squared and x term and d term, we can go ahead and say, okay, now we can say what a and b and c and d are. So on this side over here, we're going to expand it. Now we have to take this one at a time, so that we so we're just gonna pick 2 to start with, and then we'll multiply it later. It becomes more complicated if we think of this as multiplication of 3 terms instead of 2. So we're gonna do this 2 at a time. So these two right here, remember we have to FOIL, is going to FOIL out to be x squared minus 3x plus x minus 3. That's what these first two terms multiply to make. And we can simplify that to make negative 2x plus or minus 3. Now this is our first little term here. And we still have to bring down our 2x plus 5. Now that we have two polynomials, we can multiply those together. So this now, we're going to have to distribute again to each term. So our x squared will multiply by each, our negative 2x will multiply by each, and our negative 3 will multiply by each. So we're going to do this together. So we're going to have, this is x squared times 2x plus x squared times 5. And then you have negative 2x times 2x, and then our negative 2x times 5. And then we have our negative 3 times 2x. Make sure you put the negative 2x there. And then our negative 3 times 5, which makes negative 15. Sorry, I'm running out of room. So we need to simplify this now. So this is going to be 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4x squared plus 10x minus 10x, sorry, minus 6x minus 15. And then we can combine our like terms. We're going to have 2x cubed plus x squared, which comes from adding those two together. And then we have these two terms, which is going to make a negative 16x. And then we have our negative 15 at the end, which makes negative 15. So now we have this completely expanded, and we can compare it to our terms, or our p of x polynomial. So I'm going to erase this for a minute, now that we're done with that. So by comparing these two, we can say what a, b, c, and d are. Well, a is going to match up with our 2x cubed. So ax cubed and 2x cubed, if those are the same, then we can say that a equals 2. And if we have bx squared here and a positive x squared here, then that would make b equal to 1. And if we have c of x here and negative 16x here, then c would equal negative 16. And if we just have a positive d left and a negative 15 left, then d would have to equal negative 15. So this is our final solution for this problem.